I've kind of been having this issue this whole year about like computer usage, and I think it's to do with like EMF issues and something. Specifically, I find it's really bad for my kidneys and my nervous system and like my back. If you understand like internal energy control, it pretty much raises the energy, so it like takes away all of your like your dense and negative kind of earth energy, and it like raises it up to your head. So if I turn on my desktop computer, which recently at the around Christmas time I bought like a really nice graphics card, and I don't know if it's because of that or just I'm noticing it more. I also think it's to do with the fire horse here, because that's just like raising everyone's energy up. Everyone's having like head pains, migraines, all kinds of like anger issues, all of this stuff, right? But I bought that new graphics card, and I noticed like a couple months after, I was like, I feel ill when I use this computer. I turn on the computer and it's like instantly my head opens up. It's actually interesting. Just say if you have like a blocked head, or it's like the lights turn on. It's so intense. The electrical like stimulation of the head. So eventually, I bought a cheap like ThinkPad laptop, because ThinkPads aren't as cheap as they used to be. Used to be able to buy them for like 50 to 60, $70. Now they're more like two, three, four, 500, right, for a used one. They're still good laptops, and if you even though you can buy the old ones, the 10, 8, 12 year old ones, right, and because they're still selling them, at least they're used, and you can install Linux on them and use them, right? And I needed that because I'm like out and about a lot. Unfortunately, I'd rather be home, but so I needed some kind of tool to use a computer, and I would notice that I would feel better using the laptop, and then I wanted to experiment, and I would use my phone instead. And the issue with the phone is that if you can cable in, you can use like an Ethernet cable. That's better. You want to use an Ethernet cable rather than using wireless, if possible. But I would find that with my phone, it would be even lower power, and I would feel a lot healthier and a lot better. The laptop was still fine, right? Now, recently, I wanted to upgrade because I need better graphics capabilities for like 3D modeling and all the artwork and all the stuff that I do, right? And I was like, yeah, okay, may as well just get another one. I bought another used ThinkPad, a more upgraded one, right, the other week, and I've been feeling really ill the past week. I've just been like, yesterday, I really tried to get as much as I could from my work shift, but I was like so ill that I was going to cause an accident. It was not good, right? And then today I was like on the computer again, and it's just like I don't feel good. Like, what's going on? I shouldn't feel this bad, I should feel better. And then I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna like maybe I'll turn off the computer and I'll go back to the old laptop, and I'll be like, let's just test it out. So now I'm on the old laptop and I'm feeling way better. And it turns out it is that, which is really, really frustrating, because I need those, I need that better graphics card and a CPU, and it's like, I don't want to have to run a server or something, right? And this is the thing, like, you can't find much information online. I look up online and there's like nothing about this. I think it's one of those things that a lot of people are probably suffering from, and I think it's, how like everyone's talking about how Gen Z is like spaced out and has all these health issues and like just all kinds of horrible things that's happening to like the younger people. They can't learn, some of them can't read, all this kind of crazy stuff, right? I honestly think it's probably an overexposure to electromagnetism that's like just destroying our ability to be stable. The idea of like how people say they can't remember phone numbers anymore. Why is it that we had such a better memory? Because obviously, all this new Wi-Fi, new EMF, and all this kind of stuff, and higher power electronics is basically dissolving our memories. It's you need that yin, that solid stability kind of element to be able to remember stuff better, right? Try it out. Try it for a day. If you're an avid desktop user like I was, assuming you can use something else, because depending on how much graphics capabilities you need for your daily life, get like a cheap used laptop or like tablet, or use your phone and just see how different it is. Just see how you feel compared to that. If you feel more stable, more dense, more kind of grounded, more like healthy, I've noticed an absolute difference. I've found like I've been able to grow out my back muscles way more. They've always been stunted, and it seems like the computer seems to cause an issue with those areas of the back, and using lower powered stuff seems to help. And it's like I'm kind of at a point now where maybe I'm just old enough where when I was younger I could like handle it better, or maybe I noticed it less when I was younger. I don't know, but I do genuinely think it's also because of this like fire horse here. The energy is just so intense right now. It's so positive. If you do meditation, you might want to meditate less, because it's like basically the effects of meditation, which is it's very very dissolving, very like positive radiation kind of energy, right? It's the stuff that turns people into the idea of like the aliens being like genetically malfunctioned and disfigured because they took on too much like radiation. That's like the energy of it, right? But it leads to intelligence and creativity and such. So it's like a pendulum. You've got to balance it out. Yeah, I don't know. It's just like I've got to figure this out, because I want to create stuff. I like making stuff on the computer. But if the computer is killing me, then it's kind of like, I don't know, what do I do, right? Because that's the thing. Like earlier in the year, I was having trouble working. I was having trouble having the health to go to work and to do all that. And I genuinely think it was all that, because it was summer, of course. Summer is that phase of, radiation, right? So it was that, and like all the computer energy, it's just, anyway, I'll leave it with that. Maybe you have the same experience. That's really what I wanted to make the video. It's like, is anyone else out there going through the same thing? It's like, can you not find information as well? Because I can't find anything much online about this. I guess it's somewhat of an agenda, because all the Wi-Fi towers and such. But I'll leave it with that. One other thing I'm wondering about is different types of CPUs, if they are causing issues. I know phones and tablets use ARM CPUs, which are RISC-based reduced instruction sets. I assume reduced instruction set CPUs are a lot better. They are coming into laptops now, though I'm not gonna like spend to nearly $2,000 on an ARM modern like ThinkPad laptop just to test my hypothesis yet. I'll wait till they come down in price a little bit, but it's something to think about.